At home with Lucas here. So today we're talking about Thirdreality Smart Color Nightlight. Yes, people, I got my hands on this bad boy. It's a 3-in-1. It has the ability to track motion and activate things in your house. It has the ability to turn the nightlight on and off, not to mention the fact it has a bunch of color, so you're gonna be able to set it to whatever color you want. This thing works with Matter. If you don't know about Matter, basically Matter means this thing can connect to literally everything in your house, all your smart home devices. So if you have an Echo, you have an Apple Home, you have a Google Home, whatever it may be, this thing is gonna work for that. This thing is a 3-in-1, so it's gonna be able to do a lot of fun stuff. It also will allow you to use voice controls, is a perfect companion for your smart home. So if you cover your house in these night lights, you can run them in the daytime, you can run them at night as straight up night lights. But what I do is just run them all day long and change the color and all kinds of fun stuff. So in this video, we're doing a hands-on with the box, quick unboxing and first impressions on said night lights. After that, I'm gonna be putting these bad boys to the At Home with Lucas test to figure out, are they something you should buy or maybe skip altogether? I'm here for you, so I don't have to waste your time buying and returning. All right, let's go ahead and jump into it.
All right, let's take a closer look at this bad boy. So this of course works with your Google Home, it works with your Matter, which also means it works with your Echoes. I didn't just get one, yeah, I got 5. We're gonna fill the house. Let's go ahead and unbox these bad boys. All right, and there we go. So the first thing you're gonna see is the user manual quick start guide right here. This of course is Thirdreality Smart Night Lights. So these are kind of interesting. You have a wall wart right here, which looks very much like an iPhone charger port right here. On the back, you have your USB-A. So you could potentially put a USB extender if you didn't want this to be stuck on the wall. Not sure why they did it this way exactly. This is how it looks when it's finalized. You just basically shove that straight in and it locks into place and it looks like that. It does stick out a little bit from the wall, this much right here, so it's not gonna sit flush, which could be good or bad depending on how your setup is. You have your QR code you scan over here. This is how you get it set up with the Matter. You have your sensor right here, and then you have your smart light down at the bottom. And we're gonna go ahead and plug these in all over the house and get reviewing. Okay, so there you go. We only have 5 of these. We don't really have a lot of places in the house for these night lights. I may actually put some in my kids' rooms, but I won't know until I get into how smart they are and how well I can customize them to turn on and off, because my kids like to sleep in the dark. I'll also find out if I can lower the brightness and all that fun stuff. So let's continue on. So when you first plug them in, they go through multiple different colors, and then it goes to white, and then you have to scan the QR code on the side to get it set up. It does not turn off, which is interesting. So if you don't go through the setup process, this thing basically is just gonna stay on 24/7, which is kind of strange. There's no button to press, there's no way to actually do anything. So if you gifted these to someone and they didn't know what they were, you would end up with people who are just like, I cannot use this, it will stay on 24/7. Okay, I was able to get these set up through my Echo, so I don't actually have any sort of Matter hub in my house. What I have is a bunch of Echoes, and I went and scanned the QR code into the Echo. It was really simple. You just add a device. Sometimes you can plug these in and the Echoes will find them immediately. I found that to be true, or you can just tell the Echo find new device and it will find it. But let's go ahead and look at what I did. So I have a group that I made called All Night Lights. So this is all the night lights in the house. Some of these are unresponsive, and it's very strange because they're not like the furthest from the router. You would think that if they were unresponsive, they would be the ones that were the furthest from the router, but they're not, and they change. So sometimes the backdoor light will be off, sometimes my daughter's light will be off, sometimes the bathroom light will be off, and it just depends on how it wants to work that day. It's kind of strange. So the connectivity is not the best, I would say, but what you can do is give commands to all of these lights at once. So if you want to change them all to one color, you could say turn them all to red, blue, green, whatever color you could think of. Pretty much it will be able to go to that, which is awesome. And then of course you can just simply say the command and turn them all off all at once, and then turn them all back on. You can also set schedules, so you can have these things turn on and off throughout the day. So there you go, the dining room light just kicked back on, this one right here. So now that one can be controlled. So sometimes you have to just turn them off, turn them back on. But once you jump in, you can change the brightness all the way down with the app right here, or you could simply just tell it to turn the brightness to 84%. You can go into here and change all of the colors. So it has a full array of colors in here. And then it has all of the shades of white up here, which is really cool and really allows you to get these night lights to not just be a nightlight. I run them all day long. I'll set a theme in my whole house where I have my cabinet lights the same color as the night lights, and it's kind of fun. So that's really cool. I actually put one in my daughter's room, as you can see here. This one is the one that's unresponsive, but it's in my daughter's room. You can set routines and other stuff for it, so that's awesome. So there you go. If you have an Echo, you're able to control the brightness, the color, you're able to set hunches and routines. So it really is a great little device. Go and run through some of the voice commands that you can do with your Echo. So I got my Echo right here, and I have to say these two look really cool together. This is the Flex. So we're gonna go say some commands. Alexa, all night lights green. Alexa, all night lights 50%. There you go, dimmed it down really easily. Alexa, all night lights 100%. And there we go, right back up to 100%, looking really solid. So this definitely looks way better in real life than it does on camera. I have to get really close to get it to look super solid, but it is a great color. It looks good in the daylight, it looks good at night. So voice controls, definitely awesome. Definitely passes the test for sure, and I think they look really stylish, they look really cool. Okay, so let's talk about the motion sensor and whatnot that's going on right here. So in my testing with this, I'm not able to get this thing to activate at all. I don't know exactly what's going on. If it gets dark in the room, the nightlight does not dim or turn off. These are just not working at all for me personally. If you have a Matter setup, I believe these are gonna work way better, but for the Echoes and the way that I have it set up right now, these are not working at all. But if you do have a Matter setup, then you're gonna be able to have these things trigger and do certain things in your house. So let's say you have this in your kitchen, you could have this set up so when motion goes on, then the kitchen lights turn on or something happens. So that's pretty cool. I hope that they figure out how to get this working for Echoes. That would be really cool. I could just be completely missing the point, and there could be a way to set this up that I just don't know about. But as of right now, I'm not able to get that to trigger or do anything. Okay, I've been using this bad boy for long enough that I think I have a full star rating for you guys, and let's just start off with the build quality. So this thing is built really solid. The lights in here are very, very premium. They get super vivid if you get to the right color. So if you go through the red, green, blue spectrum, it's gonna look great. But the moment you go to something like purple or pink, some of the colors just are washed out in the daytime. They get a little bit better at night, but I like to run this all day long. So I have certain themes throughout the house. So all the lights, certain lights will be like blue or pink or purple. So it does a good job of looking good in the daylight, which is awesome. I didn't really have any problems with this plug back here other than the fact that I couldn't get it flush with the wall, which meant it didn't look as good with my Echo that's sitting on the plug below it in the bathroom. I did notice that when I went to pull this out of the wall, sometimes this part would stay and just be sticking out of the wall. So I'm gonna give this thing a solid 4.5 star rating. I'm gonna say that in my
testing, the nightlight feature is phenomenal. I never got this to work here. I don't know if I missed something. The ability to set this up super easily with my Echoes was awesome. So really good nightlight. Definitely has a lot of potential. This thing is packed full of a lot of potential. And if you have a Matter setup, then you're probably going to be in heaven. This thing is awesome. So solid star rating, highly recommended to everyone out there. Buy it. All right, there you go. That's the Thirdreality nightlights. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely click that like button. If you want to join the Adam Lucas family and you want to be a part of this crew, hit that subscribe button. Every time I get a subscriber, I get a boost to make more and more videos, and it's because of you guys I surpassed 10K. Yes, people, on my way to 11K, but I need your help. Yes, you right there. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your pets, your neighbors, whoever you could find. This guy's on YouTube. They should go subscribe and watch my channel. But as always, I thank you for watching each and every one of my videos, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.